I'd like to make a comment on the hearing that I was holding. There are 4 of us on this committee that serve on the Intelligence Committee. 3 of us on this side and Senator Hatch on the Republican side. And so we have been informed in a classified manner on the CIA's views and actions with respect to what they call enhanced interrogation techniques. Well, the FBI Inspector General came out with a very interesting report. And that report essentially said that as early as 2002, FBI personnel were sending messages to the Home Office indicating what was going on at Guantanamo and indicating that they did not consider it effective and they felt it violated laws. I put in the record a supervisory FBI agent's memorandum to Mr. Marion Bowman, which took some 6 months to get to where it was supposed to go, but nonetheless stated this unequivocally. And that is in the record for anyone to look at. It was a very interesting hearing. As every member here, I should know by now, the CIA does its enhanced interrogation through contractors. I'm one that's looked at this, and I believe what the CIA is doing is wrong. So having this FBI testimony that in 2002, Director Mueller ordered his agents not to participate in any interrogation that went on at Guantanamo, I thought was a very interesting concept to try to develop. And where the orders came from for some of this interrogation was also an interesting concept to try and delineate. So the purpose of the hearing was to hear from the Inspector General, Mr. Fine. I asked Mr. Mueller to come. He couldn't. He sent their chief counsel. She testified. And then we had votes at 11, as you know, and I said, well, the committee will reconvene at 2 o'clock. Well, there is a gentleman, a law professor in London, that we had asked to come across the ocean for the hearing because he had interviewed a number of people in the administration and I felt had some very interesting information to present to the committee. Senator Specter submitted a witness, Professor Phil Hyman, who also testified, and we had a former FBI agent by the name of Jack Clunan, who had interrogated at least 6 members of Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda, got convictions for 3 of them, and was able to get actionable intelligence from every one of them by using non-coercive techniques. I felt that was very relevant information. Well, 2 o'clock comes, and I learned from the floor that there's been objection to just the Judiciary Committee's proceeding with the hearing. So I said, well, what other hearings are going on? My hearing was the only hearing. So my hearing was stopped dead in its track, and this isn't right. I just want to appeal to the other side to cease and desist. Now, the Supreme Court right now is in the process of issuing a decision on the Military Commissions Act and whether it violates Guantanamo detainees' habeas rights. We are told that the decision is that they do have rights. I want to just quote one part of it.
Right here.
The laws and Constitution are designed to survive and remain in force in extraordinary times. I think that's a very important statement.